Hello. Hello and welcome. I thought it was going to take a picture. It usually takes a picture when the live starts. So for anybody watching the replay who's hopping on when I'm just sitting there awkwardly staring at the camera, I was waiting for the photo. I'm going to wait and see who's going to hop on here. I didn't have a whole lot of time to let people know that we were doing the ceremony live tonight, but everyone who's meant to will hop on and will join us. And I know that there will be plenty of people watching the replay as well. This is typically a live Zoom event that I do, but I wanted to get on here and just do it for everyone tonight because I have been a little bit absent this week. I've had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. I was displaced from my home, just a lot of chaos and a lot of energies going on, a lot of purging, which is right in line with the energies that we've been experiencing. I apologize to anyone if there's a little extra reverb. I usually have a lot more stuff in this room that kind of muffles the echo, but we're just going with it. My space is, as you can see, more put back together. So it feels really good to be back in my space. It feels really good to be here with all of you who are joining live and everyone who will be, as we said, we're watching the replay. Just go ahead and say hello in the chat if you're here. And as soon as you pop on, hit that like button. That way we can get this out to as many people as possible. Tonight, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of different things, really. We're going to be talking about the energies of this full moon in Aquarius. We are probably going to be doing some downloads and some releases. We are going to probably be doing a meditation. Whatever comes, really, we're going to let it flow. I may pull some cards at the end as well, depending on where the energy takes us and how we're all feeling. Hello, Pamela. Hello, Etta. It's beautiful to see you. Thank you for saying hi. It's so beautiful when people say hi in the chat because then I know who's on here instead of, oh, hi, Ty. Instead of just seeing the little icons that let me know that people are watching. It's nice to be able to connect with you more deeply by at least seeing your names and having that conversation. For everyone who is joining, this is a free event, but feel free to donate if you feel so moved to do so. We do have the super chat. I also have donation links in my description box below. So that is always welcome and always appreciated. I hope that there will come a time where I'm able to dedicate most of my time to YouTube, but there are things that need to happen in order for that to be feasible for me. But yeah, I appreciate you guys so much, and I'm so grateful for you. And this full moon is so powerful, so I'm really glad that we're all going to be here together to utilize these energies. Those of you who do join when we do it as a Zoom event know how this goes. And so for people who would like, you can absolutely have the option to get a piece of paper and a pen and a lighter. I'm actually not fully equipped tonight, which is the story of my life right now with everything that I need in order. But we do a burning ceremony as part of the full moon ceremony usually. And so feel free to get those ready if you want. If you have anything on your list that you want to release, that you want to write down to burn. And for those who don't feel comfortable burning, we also can rip up the paper sometimes and just kind of scatter it out to the wind. Even if you do burn your list, it's really nice to be able to scatter the ashes in the wind. It's when we put things into this physical aspect, right? That's the thing that is beautiful about ritual, is we have that physical aspect that really gives more power to the energy because we're seeing it in some sort of physical sense in our lives. And so that's the significance. And of course, the burning the fire is transmutation. And so we're always transmuting energy. Remember, energy is neither created nor destroyed. It just is. We just are. And so as a result, like it's always being transmuted. It's always being shifted into a different form. And that's what this full moon, this really gateway that we've had that opened up on the 22nd with that first full moon at 1 degree of Aquarius and is now closing out with this second full moon, this blue moon at 29 degrees of Aquarius with, of course, that 8-8 portal energy throughout this whole segue, this whole gateway of these full moons. It's really, tonight is what I feel as sort of the closing, if you will, or the finale of the 8-8 portal energy. Yes. And so anyone who's hopped on, I see we have some people on here. Hit that like button. It helps to get the message out. It sounds so corny and I hate promoting and doing stuff like that, but it really is important in order for the messages to continue to get out, that people do that. So it is much, yeah, there we go. It is much appreciated. Hello, Tommy. Hello. Hello, Michelle. Yes, yay. I know everybody who's meant to catch it is going to catch it. I love doing the Zoom events. They're so much fun, but the lives are really, really fun too. And for anyone who may be watching this on the replay, I am going to timestamp down below when the actual ceremony gets underway in case you guys want to skip this whatever you want to call this time where we're waiting for people to hop on and you want to just get right to the meat of it, right to the juice, if you will. But yes, I'm so happy to have you guys on here. Woohoo! Yes, yeah. So this energy, and I do want to say actually, and I wanted to wait until more people hopped on, but I want to get it going now. And so before we really get into talking about the energies and the astrology of this full moon, I want us to set sacred space. And something that's really fun is, or that we're going to be doing when we do the future full moon ceremonies, the Zoom ceremonies, is my friend Gigi is going to help, and she's going to be doing the directions. And she does a really great job. It's really fun. So there's going to be some new fresh energy and some different things that we're going to be doing with that moving forward. But tonight I really wanted to have everybody set their own sacred space. And the reason that I want to have people do this is because there is such a powerful energy right now of us really knowing, and hello to everyone who's joining. I love you so much. Us really knowing and owning our power, owning our sovereignty, and knowing that we are absolutely capable of doing that. When our energy gets to a certain vibration, we clear the room simply by entering the room. We are that powerful. Right? Our energy is so powerful and so pure and so vibrant that it naturally dispels any lower vibrational energy. That's when we're in the full sovereignty of our vibration. And right now we're ebbing and flowing, right? We're waxing and waning just like the moon. And so we're not always quite at that point. So it's really helpful to still set sacred space. But it's that knowing and that understanding. Oh, hello, Sue. Hello. Oh, I'll be reaching out to you later on, Sue. Yeah, so much love to you. So much love to all of you. Oh, yay. Hello, Pallavi. Welcome to the tribe. I love it. We have some new people on tonight. Beautiful. That is beautiful. Yeah, so we have the power to set sacred space. And so I want everyone to do that right now. I want you all to set the intention, and you can use any words that you like. You can do it any way that you like. Your intention is so powerful. Simply by speaking aloud your intention to create a sacred space, you are creating a sacred space. Feel free to utilize your guides, utilize your angels, call them in, but take a moment. Grab some Palo Santo, grab some sage if you have it, if you feel drawn to utilize those things, crystals, anything like that. But really feel into, I want everybody to close your eyes for a second. Really breathe into yourself. Call all of this beautiful light into yourself with that in-breath. Breathe in your power. Breathe in that God energy and know that you are that God energy. Feel that filling you up. Feel the strength of that. And then I want you to imagine this beautiful light exuding from the center of your being and creating a shield of light all around you. And I want you all to set the intention that this light allow in only what is for your highest and best good at this time. And that all other energies instantly be transmuted and returned to God's light. Stand in the sovereignty, sit in the sovereignty of your energy, which is God, creator, source energy. And say, I declare this a sacred space for healing. Only the highest vibrations that are for my highest and best good at this time may enter this space. All other energies are instantly dispelled, transmuted, and returned to God's light. Feel the energy of that. Feel the power of that. Feel your power. And this is something that's really important, is all of us stepping into our power. knowing and understanding. We call on a lot of beings, and that's great. That's beautiful. But we are that being that we're calling on. We are that, right? I am that I am. And so really centering into that, knowing that. This is what is so important right now, is each of us knowing our power, knowing our worth, knowing and understanding that we are free and sovereign beings, and what that means, what it means to stand in that, what it means to own our power, what it means to own our truth, and knowing and understanding that nothing and nobody, right, can enter our space without our permission. Nothing and nobody can influence us without our permission. That's what it means to be sovereign. Right? I am in control of my energy. I am in command of my energy. I am in command of my space. I'm in command of my reality and my experience. I'm in command of my body. I'm in command of my spirit and my soul and my mind. And that mind energy is really powerful with this full moon in Aquarius right now. We're receiving a major mental activation during this full moon. And for those who are just tuning in, we were talking about how this Lionsgate portal energy was really supported and sort of opened between this gateway, between these two Aquarius full moons. The one we had last month at the end of the month, and this one that we're having tonight. We started at 1 degree of Aquarius. We've moved through the whole gamut of Aquarius to 29 degrees, where we are right now. Although actually, I believe right now we just entered 0 degrees of Virgo. Or no, that was the sun, not the moon. But yeah, we moved through all of that energy of Aquarius. We moved through this 8-8 portal, this Lionsgate portal, this portal of courage, this portal of heart, this portal of confidence, this portal that really helped us to step more deeply into ourselves, to step more deeply into our hearts, to find that confidence and that courage. We received so many activations. There was so much that was released. There are so many timelines that we moved through, timelines that were collapsing, timelines that were shifting. And we're now shifting into that optimal timeline. We are calling that in tonight with that same empowerment that we just used to set that sacred space. We are calling in that optimal timeline. We are calling in that optimal reality. Right? And so we've been on this journey of coming more deeply into ourselves, of knowing ourselves more deeply, of releasing all of that crap that is not who we are, so that we stand more firmly in the truth of who we are. We've been learning how to speak our truth, how to recognize our truth, right? How you can't speak your truth unless you know it, unless you can recognize it. So we've been learning how to do that. And now we're in this beautiful space. And as I said, we are receiving this mental activation. We have, during this full moon, also a conjunction of Mars and Mercury in the sign of Virgo. A lot of Virgo energy that we're experiencing with this full moon, even though it's a full moon in Aquarius. As we said, the sun just shifted into Virgo within the last couple of hours. And we have this conjunction, which is very powerful, this Mercury-Mars conjunction. Mercury is the mind. Mars is our willpower. It's our ability to assert ourselves in the world, right? It's our masculine energy. So a huge activation of this masculine energy, a huge activation of our minds and our ability to become mentally empowered. And this is something that those of you who follow my channel will know, because we've talked about it with these Mercury retrogrades that we're having this year, all in air signs. It really has been a reprogramming of the mind with the nodes right now in Sagittarius and Gemini, right? That North Node in Gemini, that South Node in Sagittarius, the belief systems. We have been reprogramming our minds. We have been reclaiming our minds, right? We're becoming mentally sovereign. We're learning what that means. We're learning what it means to discern. We're learning what it means to discern our own truth. And now to live by that truth. We're really receiving that activation. We've discovered over these past few weeks how incredibly powerful our minds are. We've seen what happens when we allow our minds to run amok and work against us. And we've seen what happens when we're able to rein that in and streamline that and direct that energy. And remember, this is now the year of the yellow electric seed in the galactic Mayan calendar, right? And the yellow seed energy is all about seeding our manifestations. So this portal has been a huge time for seeding those manifestations. And yes, traditionally full moons are seen as a time of releasing, but they're also a time of harvest and culmination. They are the most magnified time of the month because of that energy. And this full moon is that much more magnified, being the closing of that 8-8 portal and also being a blue moon. And this full moon fits all of the definitions of a blue moon. A blue moon happens when we have a full moon twice in a month. It also happens when we have a full moon twice in a same sign. So this meets both of those criteria. This makes us a powerful blue moon. And those of you who follow, you know, when we do the moonology cards, what is the blue moon? What does the blue moon card say? Believe in the impossible. And what do we say on here? All possibilities are possible. And there's a big energy of believing as we have the moon in conjunction to Jupiter. That faith, that belief. And we have had our faith tested. And this was something really beautiful that Nadia Shah, who has an incredible channel on YouTube, if you guys haven't checked her out, she's a really incredible astrologer. There are quite a few of you who actually found my channel through her. So you're aware of her. And I forget who it was that she quoted, but I do remember the quote because it was really powerful. And it said something about how true faith, those who have true faith are always questioning, right? We should always question our faith. And that's that energy of that North Node in Gemini versus the South Node in Sagittarius. To always question. And so for a lot of us, we've been going through a period of questioning, especially over these last few weeks, right? With Jupiter in retrograde, we're naturally in that energy anyway, but it's been even more pronounced, that energy of questioning. And we've come to the conclusion that all we can do is fall more deeply into trust, fall more deeply into faith. The situations on the outside have possibly really tested us. They've really shaken that faith. We may not have had anything concrete to hold on to support what we believe, to support what we know, to support our trust in the universe. And yet we've had to call upon that trust anyway. Okay. So it's continuing to do that. And with this full moon, as it comes into conjunction with Jupiter retrograde, it's sort of like that we're finding that faith again for a lot of us. Where we may have been questioning it, it's like we now have a deeper sense of it because of the questioning of it. That's why the questioning is so important. We have a deeper relationship with our faith. And what's really powerful about this, and I want to check here and make sure that I have the exact planets that we're talking about here accurate. Yeah. So we have this moon conjunct Jupiter energy being sextiled by Eris, who is, as many of you know, the feminine warrior energy, the feminine warrior planet. She is equated to the feminine version of Mars, but she is also equated to Pluto. She has a lot of similarities to Pluto. And so it really is this. And remember, this is in the sign of Aquarius. This is the sign of authenticity. This is the sign of humanitarianism. This is the sign of change, of radical change. And Eris sextiling this moon-Jupiter conjunction really brings that home, that radical change aspect. That aspect of knowing and seeing where there is injustice in the world and standing up against that, right? So we're really seeing that. Our faith and our beliefs, right? As we've questioned them and we've come back to them even more strongly, Eris is saying, no, how do you act on that? What do you do about that? If that is what you know, if that is what you believe, that is your truth, if that's what you stand for, what are you going to do? Right? Because that's integrity when we walk our talk, when we know our truth and then we live it. And that's what we're being called to do with this full moon, is to know our truth and to live it, to walk that talk. Every single person who is watching this live stream, every single person who is drawn to my channel and my energy, you're drawn to it because you have a like frequency and energy. You're drawn to it because you are a spiritual warrior, because you came here to make shit happen. You came here to be that change that we want to see in the world, to initiate that change, to be the catalyst for that change. And this doesn't have to be, we don't have to do it on some grand scale, although we will. Everything is a grand scale. The way that you live your daily life is a grand scale. When you stand in your integrity, when you walk your talk, when you speak and own and live your truth, that energy ripples out and it has a huge effect. That is a game changer. So just know that. But simply by standing in your light, you are making such a powerful difference. Okay, and I can't remember the exact numbers, but I was watching Empath Uprising. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, he is amazing. I'm very excited. We're going to be doing some collaborative stuff coming up. But I was watching a live stream of his earlier, and he was talking about, and I don't remember the exact numbers, but the power of one person standing fully in their light and how much energy that can make up for. So it's like if thousands of people are still living in darkness, still living in fear, but one person is living in truth and living in love and living in their light, it is as powerful as all of those thousands of unawakened people. Right? When one light turns on, you only need one light to illuminate the darkness in a room. Is it brighter when you have a few? Sure, but you only need one. So remember that. That is huge. That is huge. We have such a powerful effect on the world around us. And this is a time with that Aquarius energy where we see the effect and we see, okay, so the one light lights up the room. But then we connect with other lights and together we shine our light, right? That's the energy of Aquarius when we come into that final vibration, right? The final degrees. When we've gone through that journey, the beginning of that journey is learning and knowing who we are, learning how to stand and own our truth. And then once we know who we are, once we are firmly anchored in that, we come together and we share that and we turn on 100 lights and we illuminate that room. That room is so bright because of all those lights. And so we are going to see people's lights coming together to illuminate the darkness even more brightly. But just know wherever you are on this earth plane, your light is making a difference. But what kind of difference do you want to make? How do you want to make that difference? And so this is what we're learning. The path is being revealed. And it's going to continue to be revealed as we move through into that 7-7 portal energy. It's going to continue to be revealed. But the path is becoming more clear right now. We have this Mars and Mercury conjunction that we've been talking about, this mental activation, this stepping further into our sovereignty and autonomy on a mental level. We have this opposing a conjunction between Neptune, Pallas, and the part of fortune. And so Neptune and Pallas together, especially in retrograde, right? Because remember, Neptune in retrograde dispels illusion. Pallas shows us, it helps us to make connections. It's all about strategy. So there's a big reveal here. There are things that are being revealed. We talked about this a little bit. This energy of, does the mind work against us or for us? Are we the master of our mind? And so we've been shown where we may not be in full mastery of our minds yet, where we still allow our minds to run away from us, where we have maybe some insights, but we're failing to take action. We've been shown all those things. And now that path forward is, if we want to take action, if we want to act upon the truths that we know, if we want to act upon what's been revealed, that way forward is being shown. And with the part of fortune involved here, with this Jupiter conjunct the moon energy here, we are being shown that there are gifts and blessings if we follow this path. Right? If we follow our purpose, if we follow our calling, if we follow our truth, there are great blessings and gifts in store for us. But one thing that we want to do is we want to recognize the gifts in everything. That's how we multiply them. Right? So being grateful, recognizing, seeing the gift in every challenge, in everything that's gone on, everything that we might say has gone wrong. right? And there may be a lot of things. Like we said, we also have Uranus, which is the ruler of this full moon, being the ruler of Aquarius, that is trining this Mercury and Mars conjunction. All right, so that's powerful energy, and Uranus is stationed right now. And we all know, or those who follow the channel know, when a planet is stationed, it is at its most powerful. We feel that energy the most powerfully because it appears to be sitting still. Uranus is preparing to go retrograde. People would consider us in Uranus retrograde right now, but we are in that stationed period where Uranus is stopping, taking a look around, and getting ready to move. And this is going to be a powerful retrograde. For anyone just joining right now, hit that like button. It helps the message to get out to more people. It helps the channel to continue to grow. But Uranus, this retrograde is going to be powerful. We're going to see a lot of people standing up for what they believe in, standing up for their sovereignty, standing up for others' sovereignty. We also have Eris here in a sextile to the moon and Jupiter. Oh yeah, we already said that. She's doing something else too. She's trining the sun. That's what she's doing. She's trining the sun. So Eris very active, as we said. There's so many powerful aspects going on right now, trying to get those all out. But it's standing up for our sovereignty, standing up for others' sovereignty. We talked about sovereignty. Sovereignty means I am autonomous. I own my body. I own my choices. I own my energy. I am in full command of my energy. Only that which I allow into my reality may enter. I am not influenced by other people, by outside opinions. Yes, I take into consideration a whole myriad of things when I make my decisions, when I synthesize my beliefs, but they are mine, right? I am an autonomous soul. This vessel is mine. This vessel was assigned to me when I incarnated onto this planet, and I decide what is best for it. This mind was inherited by me, was assigned to me, was chosen by me. When I incarnated on this planet, I decide what it believes. Right? I get to determine that. So important. So we're gonna see a lot. But that Uranus energy, that is the energy that can look like chaos, but it is really divine intervention. It is really things being organized and reorganized for our highest good. We've been purging and releasing these timelines that no longer serve us. We've been oriented toward a more fortuitous timeline, or we've been given the option to orient toward that if we want. So there's a lot that's been falling away. There's a lot that's been falling out of our lives. There's a lot that's been removed. There's been a lot of purging. This has been a heavy, heavy purging energy. I had the opportunity to purge my physical space as well as my emotional and spiritual space over the past couple weeks. It's been intense. I do feel a lot lighter. I do feel a lot more empowered now. Empowerment, that is the name of the game right now. That is what it's all about. Authenticity, empowerment, courage, confidence. And remember, we're talking about, we got a lot of Virgo energy going on right now too. That Virgo energy is all about purification. It's all about becoming the best version of us that we can be. And it's all about service, as is Aquarius. Right? And we talked about the greatest service that we can do is to continue to grow, continue to heal, and to stand in our truth, and to act with integrity, and to model sovereignty, to model what that change that we want to see. And we learned a lot about that last year during the Blue Lunar Storm year. That was a catalyzing year. Now we are creating. So what do we want to create, and how are we going to create that together? All right, I'm trying to think if there's anything else we want to talk about with this, the energy of this, the astrology of the full moon. Yes, we got a bisextile between Venus, the South Node, and Saturn. And we have a grand trine, a grand air trine, more of that mental energy, right? Between Venus, Ceres, and Saturn. So there's a lot of deep healing energy coming in too. There's a lot of nurturing energy. There's a lot of energy of self-care. But it's also, once again, in these air signs, it's very mental. right? So how do we care for our minds as well as our bodies and our spirits? How do we nurture our minds? How do we nurture ourselves and each other? And we do have the North Node and Ceres conjunct. So this grand trine involves both the North Node and Ceres. So that's us moving forward into a deeper level of self-nurturance and self-care, of learning how to care for all the aspects of the mind, the body, and the spirit. But really, like we said with this final full moon, that mind energy, very much free your mind. That is the energy. That's what we're being called to do right now. All right, I'm going to check out the comments here for a minute. Yes, hi, Chuck. I'm sorry, you guys. I think that was really loud. Like I said, the reverb in here is probably a little bit louder than usual due to my office having been deconstructed. Hello, Joe Ra. Yes, hello, beautifuls. All right. Hello, Eric. Greetings to you. Greetings to you. You guys are all so beautiful. You are all so beautiful and you are all so powerful. Thank you for adding your powerful energy to this transmission. Thank you for receiving the transmissions and the activations that are coming through. Simply by watching this video, you are being activated right now. You are receiving transmissions. You are receiving light codes. I almost said be open and receptive to those, but that's me telling you what to do. So only do that if you want. It's your choice. It's your decision. Remember that everything is your choice. Really take ownership of that and feel into what that means. It is your choice. It is your decision. You decide. You decide what resonates with you. You decide what you allow. You decide what you receive. Really, really, I want you guys to know that and really feel into that. And this is really important as well, that we understand and respect everybody else's choice as well. Everybody else is sovereign and free, and they get to make their own choices too. So that's a big part of this energy, is really, yes, right here, beautiful. Yeah, I got some ringing going on. Get some ringing. Yes, I am fired up too, Eric, man. It is a fiery energy. That's what we're being asked to do, is to get fired up and stay fired up, right? We are the agents of change. We came here to be those game changers. You guys, each and every single one of you, that's what you are. You are a game changer. It's time to put on your armor. And that makes it sound, I don't mean to sound, it's like we are going to war, right? But it's a spiritual war. So that armor is love. That armor is love, but it's love expressed in its highest aspect, right? And love expressed in its highest aspect is honest, and it's real, and it's fierce when it needs to be. All right, so what I want you guys to do now, if you're open, it's your choice as always. If you feel so inclined, make a list of anything that you want to release, anything that's come up that you've decided you're ready to let go of. And if you guys want to throw something in the chat and let us know what it is that you're releasing, then absolutely do that as well. Yeah. But let it be known, as you say, I release. Yes, those intrusive thoughts, that is the mind. That is when the mind is in control of us instead of us being in control of the mind. And so every time those intrusive thoughts come up, say cancel, clear, delete. And immediately shift yourself to a different thought, to a different trajectory. Even if you have to do something as arbitrary as counting, or listing, thinking about song lyrics, anything that you can do to move your mind away from those thoughts, to move yourself out of that energy. When we start thinking about the things that we want or the things that could go wrong, or the things that we don't want, rather, the things that could go wrong. We stop that train, we get off that train, and we start thinking about what could go right. We start thinking about the things we do want. Right? It takes time and it takes practice, but we can shift that. We can absolutely shift that. And know and understand too that Not all of those intrusive thoughts, Marikeen, not all of those intrusive thoughts are even yours. Sometimes they're thoughts that you're picking up from the collective, from the people around you. So many people who watch this channel are empathic. And when we don't know how to control that gift, when we don't know how to utilize that properly, and we're just taking in everybody's stuff. And so shielding your energy can really help with that as well. Cleansing, clearing, and shielding your energy. And I encourage you, anyone who didn't catch the beginning of this live, I encourage you to go back and to watch the beginning where we set our sacred space, where we set our intention as being sovereign and free beings. And we radiated that out. Do that every time those intrusive thoughts come in. Imagine, even like close your eyes, I'm getting, and imagine those thoughts if they had a form, a physical form, and imagine them just deteriorating and floating away, like fading. You can even put them in a box or something, and then imagine that you're propelling that box out back to God's light and watch it getting smaller and smaller until it disappears. There's lots of different visualizations that you can do when you start having those intrusive thoughts. Yeah. I'm a Taurus sun myself, so I know all about that, Isha. I know all about that. That's why this has been such a challenging week for me. Being displaced, having my entire life kind of turned upside down for a little ways, my security, my sense of safety, my sense of stability, perceiving that as being lost. It really threw me for a loop, right? I'm cusping on Gemini. So I have a little bit of that mutable energy, which saves me, but that Taurus energy is strong. Embracing the blinders to looking at our true nature. So embracing truth then. Embracing the truth that's wanting to be revealed. Isha, is that what we're talking about? And remember, being stubborn can be good when it is that we have a goal that is worthy. But when we are in that sense of denial, when we are in that sense of resistance, and we're resisting change, we're resisting what's for our highest good, that's when being stubborn becomes a problem. Ask. If you don't know if it's yours or not, take a moment and ask. Feel into it. Does it feel like it's yours? It doesn't matter whether it's yours or not, though. If it's an intrusive thought that is not for your highest good, that is not helpful for you, send it packing. It doesn't even matter. Doesn't matter who it belongs to, because that doesn't really belong to you anyway, right? A lot of those intrusive thoughts, those are the results of our programming, of our conditioning, of our fear-based ego mentality. It's not really yours anyway. So let it go. Dismiss it just the same. Yes, Joe Ra. Anything limiting that's not for your highest good across times, all time, space, and dimensions. Gemini rising, yep. Yes, send them to disintegration. Is that exactly, Isha? Oh, no, I got you. I think everyone picked up on that. The fear of not having enough, that's a big one. Yeah, that's a good one. Not having enough, not being enough, right? How many of our actions were based in that at one point or another? That fear of not being or not having enough. Yeah, let's let that go. Let's let that go. You guys be writing down your lists and get ready to burn them. As I said, I'm not fully prepared for that tonight. It's been, I'm still kind of getting my bearings back here. So that's something that I may do after. But for everyone who is wanting to do it, make that list, and then we are gonna burn them. Self-worth, exactly. That's being enough, right? Yes. What is mine to be magnetized to the part of me that it belongs. That part of you, which is all of you. What's mine will always be mine. I just have to be a match to it. in order to experience it in my physical reality. Although, as my friend Kayla would say, nothing is truly ours. Nothing and everything, right? Yeah, we're calling all of that back, calling all of that back in. Realizing that it was never gone in the first place. We were just disconnected from it. So reconnecting. Yeah, moving into merging with that higher timeline, with that most fortuitous timeline. We felt a lot of those old timelines moving away. These new timelines are moving in now. We are aligning with them. Part of that has been the purging and releasing. We've been purging all the density. We've been purging all of the aspects of us that were not in alignment with our highest timelines. That's why this has been so intense lately. Right? But we can let that go. We can release that. Like we said, it wasn't ours to begin with. So much of what we think is ours never really was. So let that shit go. It was never ours. It wasn't us. So much of what we hold on to, this version, this idea of ourselves, is so far from the truth of who and what we really are. But only when we have the courage to let go what we thought we knew can we come into a true sense of knowing. All right. So everyone who has your lists, I'm going to take you up into a meditation right now. We're going to release and let go of that. All right. So I want everyone to take a seat wherever you are. Close your eyes. Center into your heart space. Take a couple deep breaths here in the heart. Breathing in all of this beautiful golden light. And exhaling more golden light. Breathing it in on the in-breath, exhaling it and expanding it on the out-breath. Now, I want you to imagine your consciousness and your energy moving down your spinal column, down through the base of your spine, down through the layers of the earth, deeper and deeper, down, 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 until you connect with this beautiful crystalline energy at the center of the planet. Feel this gorgeous crystalline earth energy activating you, warming you. Now pull this earth energy up with you as you move up through the layers of the earth, up through the base of your spine, through your spinal column, through your chakra line, pulling this energy up and up, activating and opening each one of your chakras as it goes, activating that root chakra, activating your sense of security, activating that sacral chakra, your passion, your life force, your creativity, your sexuality, your sense of trust, up into your solar plexus, activating your confidence, your willpower, your drive, your motivation, your masculine energy. Up into that heart center, opening up that beautiful heart center, your sense of faith, activating that Christ consciousness energy. Moving up now further still into the throat chakra, opening up your truth, your connection to your truth, your recognition of your truth, and your ability to speak it, know it, and be it. Moving up higher into your third eye, activating your intuition, your second sight, activating your spiritual gifts. Moving up higher into your crown chakra, activating that beautiful divine connection, connecting you to that divine energy. And now imagine putting the essence of your energy and your light into a ball at the center of or at the top of your crown. Now imagine this light, this beautiful golden orb of light that is you, shooting off from the top of your head. Imagine that it's moving up higher and higher through the galaxy, through the sky, continuing to move higher through the different layers of light, the dark lights and the bright lights and the dark lights and the bright lights, through the beautiful golden light of home, through the beautiful geometric shapes, patterns, and tones, through the beautiful pink mist of compassion, law of compassion. And imagine that you are emerging and bursting through this rectangle of white light into the most beautiful white light you've ever known. Imagine that this white light surrounds you. This white light is all that there is. Move deeper and deeper into this white light now. And I'd like to command to the creator of all that is to bring us deeper into the seventh plane of existence. Now, I want you all to place a hand on your lists. And I want you to hold up your other hand and imagine that everything that exists on your list sits in the palm of your hand. Now, I want you to offer this list to the creator. Offer all that you are ready to release to the creator and allow the creator to remove that for you now, to dissolve, to transmute that. All of that which is not you. All of the beliefs that are no longer relevant and resonant. All of the doubts and the fears and the phobias, the stresses, the anxieties. All of the programming. So allow the creator to take that all now. It doesn't belong to you. So release it, let it go. You get to write your own story. You get to decide your own truth. And you get to live that truth. You are living your truth every day. So what is the truth that you want to live? What is the truth that you want to live? Now, I want you to imagine now that there are endless amounts of timelines all around you. Think of them as beautiful golden ribbons of light. All these different infinite possibilities. And I want to command to the creator of all that is that the creator show you the timeline that is for your highest and best good at this time. Go ahead and ask. Ask the creator yourself, show me the timeline that is for my highest and best good at this time. I want you to imagine this timeline is lighting up even brighter than the others. Now I want you to imagine this timeline unfurling out almost like a red carpet, like a golden carpet. And begin to walk down this golden carpet, to walk into this timeline, to merge with this timeline now. And imagine as you are moving into this timeline that all the other timelines are falling away. Move more deeply into this timeline. Notice how you feel. Do you hear anything? Do you smell anything? What is the sense that you get? Are there other people present in this timeline with you? What are you doing? What are you being? How are you being? Are you being? What is significant about this timeline? What are the actions that you can take to align yourself, to keep yourself aligned with this timeline? Ask the creator to show you if you need to see. Now, I want you to spend some time in this timeline, in this chosen version of your reality. Are you laughing? Are you smiling? Are there other souls that are present with you? Are you surprised? Is it what you expected? If it's not, even better. Where do you live? What do you do? Feel into it. Breathe into it. What do you look like? Can you see yourself? Can you feel yourself? What does your body feel like? Your mind? Really take some time to play in this new timeline, in this timeline that is your truth, that is your reality. And if you are ready, I want you to say, I choose this. I choose this highest and most beneficial timeline, this most fortuitous timeline, this most aligned timeline. I choose to align with my highest self, with my highest vision for myself. And if you're struggling with this and you don't know, ask for a gift of the highest vision of your highest self. And you may not see it, you might feel it. However it presents itself to you is absolutely perfect, but I want you to claim it. I want you to breathe it in. Breathe it into your cellular structure. Breathe it into your DNA. May that which is for my highest good happen next with ease and grace. May I align with my highest, most vibrant self. I am aligned with my highest and most vibrant self. I choose my highest and most vibrant self. I want you to stay in this energy, breathe into this energy. As we go through a series of downloads, if you accept the download, all you have to do is say yes. I know what it feels like to live in my highest and most aligned timeline. I know that it is possible to live in my highest and most aligned timeline. I am living in and aligned to my highest and most aligned timeline. If you would like these downloads, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like to make choices that support your alignment with your highest timeline? Would you like to know that it's possible to make choices that support your alignment with your highest timeline, and that you do make choices that support your highest and most aligned timeline easily and effortlessly with ease and grace, and that you intuitively know which choices to make and which actions to take, and that you take these with clarity and confidence? If so, say yes. Would you like to know what integrity feels like? Would you like to know the Creator's definition of integrity? That you have integrity, that you live in integrity, that you know how to act in integrity, how to be a person of integrity, and that it is possible to have integrity and exemplify integrity. If so, say yes. Would you like to know the Creator's definition of spontaneity? Would you like to know what it feels like to be spontaneous, that you can be spontaneous, that it is possible to be spontaneous? And would you like to know how to embrace spontaneity? If so, say yes. Would you like to know the Creator's definition of autonomy and the Creator's definition of sovereignty? What it feels like to be autonomous and sovereign, that you are autonomous and sovereign, that it is possible to be autonomous and sovereign, and that you know how to live your daily life in autonomy and sovereignty. You know how to speak, think, and act as a sovereign and autonomous being, and how to respect the sovereignty and autonomy of others. If so, say yes. Would you like to know the Creator's definition of spiritual authority? What it feels like to have spiritual authority, that you do have spiritual authority. Would you like to know the Creator's definition of authority? If so, say yes. Would you like to release anywhere where you have given up your own autonomy and sovereignty out of fear? Where you have allowed yourself to be bullied into surrendering your sovereignty? Anywhere where you have forgotten your sovereignty or compromised your sovereignty? Would you like to release and resolve this now across all time, space, dimensions, and realities? If so, say yes. And would you like to release all the shock, trauma, and drama of these experiences? And mark any lessons that you have learned from these experiences that are ready to be closed out as completed, finished, and done. If so, say yes. Would you like to release, resolve, and mark as completed, finished, and done any vows, commitments, or contracts made in any form in this lifetime or any other that hinder you from walking your path, your most aligned and divine path in this lifetime? Any vows, commitments, and contracts that prevent you from full expression of your being, of your sovereignty in this lifetime? Any vows, commitments, and contracts that hinder you in doing what you are meant to do, what you came here to do in this lifetime, in the most effective, loving, compassionate, and fulfilled way? If so, say yes. Would you like to release anywhere where you felt unworthy, where you felt less than, where you felt undeserving, or you felt a sense of lack, felt a sense of not being good enough, felt a sense that there was not enough to go around, that you didn't have enough? Would you like to release the fear of scarcity and the fear of unworthiness and the feeling of being unworthy and all the shock, trauma, and drama that went along with this? And would you like to close out these lessons and experiences, marking them as completed, finished, and done, where they are ready to be completed at this time? If so, say yes. Would you like to release anywhere where you were punished or harmed, shamed or scorned, ridiculed for sharing your gifts and sharing your light? Would you like to release the shock, trauma, and drama of these experiences and to mark these as completed, finished, and done? If so, say yes. Would you like to know that it is safe to shine your light? That it is safe to express your truth? That it is safe to live your truth? That it is possible to be safe living and expressing your truth and shining your light? What it feels like to be safe expressing and shining your light? And that you are safe to express yourself, to shine your light, to speak and live your truth? If so, say yes. Would you like to know the Creator's definition of truth? The Creator's definition of authenticity? What it feels like to be authentic? That it is possible to be authentic and that you are authentic and you know how to live your daily life in authenticity without fear of reprisal from others? If so, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like to be the master of your mind? To know that your mind works for you and you know how to utilize your mind and the power of your mind in a beneficial way? Would you like to know that you know how to shut down any intrusive thoughts? That you know how to reroute your thoughts? That you know how to utilize your intention in order to create that which you desire to experience and express? If so, say yes. Would you like to know that you know how to shift a positive thought into a negative thought into a positive thought? Would you like to know that you are an alchemist, that you are capable of transmuting and alchemizing any energies, that it is possible to transmute and alchemize any energies, that you do transmute and alchemize energies all the time with ease and grace, naturally, without even needing to think about it? If so, say yes. Would you like to know that you are worthy? Would you like to know what it feels like to be worthy? Would you like to know that it is possible to be worthy? Would you like to know the Creator's definition of worthiness? And would you like to know that you know how to live your daily life in worthiness? Would you like to know how to see, recognize, and value the worth of others? And how to receive the recognition of your own value and worth? If so, say yes. Would you like to know that you know the difference between your energy and another's, between your thoughts and another's, between your beliefs and another's? Would you like to know that you can differentiate between these energies and that you know how to shield yourself from energies that are not yours? That you know how to live your daily life without taking on extraneous energies that belong to another? That you know how to be sovereign and autonomous in your energy, in your mind, your body, and your spirit? If so, say yes. Would you like to know that you are connected to your intuition? Would you like to know that you can hear and recognize your intuition and that you know how to act upon your intuition? That you know how to act upon your internal guidance with courage and confidence? Would you like to know what courage feels like? And would you like to know what confidence feels like? Would you like to know that it's possible to be courageous and confident, that you are courageous and confident, and that you know how to live your daily life in courage and confidence? If so, say yes. Would you like to know that you know how to collaborate with others? Would you like to know the creator's definition of collaboration and the creator's definition of co-creation? If so, say yes. Would you like to know that you know how to recognize and act upon an inspired idea? Would you like to know that you have all the resources at your disposal to bring your creations to life? Would you like to know that you are meant to bring your creations to life, that you are divinely supported in all things, and especially in bringing your creations to life? Would you like to know that the entire universe is conspiring to make your dreams a reality? Would you like to know what it feels like to be open and receptive to the blessings of the universe, to the fruition and fulfillment of your dreams? Would you like to know what it feels like to be fulfilled? What it feels like to bring your creations to life? That it is possible to bring your creations to life and to be fulfilled. That you do bring your creations to life and that you are fulfilled. If so, say yes. Would you like to know that you know how to recognize opportunities when they present themselves to you? That you know how to recognize blessings? That you know how to live with an attitude of gratitude? Would you like to know the creator's definition of gratitude? What it feels like to be grateful? What it feels like to live gratitude as an action? That it is possible to be grateful and to live in gratitude and to be gratitude and to embody gratitude, and that you do embody gratitude. If so, say yes. Now, I would like all of you, if you are willing and so desiring, to now ask the creator for a gift. Be receptive and open to this gift. I want you to imagine holding your hands out, cupped in front of you, stretching them out to receive this gift. This gift can be anything that you need. Ask for what is for your highest good at this time. Now feel this gift being placed in your cupped hands. And I want you to bring this gift from the Creator back. Place your hands against your heart center and imagine this energy infusing into your heart. Breathe this energy in into all of the cells of your body, every strand of your DNA. Would you like to know what unconditional love feels like? Would you like to know that you are always unconditionally loved by the Creator and that you are always perfect in the eyes of the Creator? Would you like to know that it is possible to be loved by the Creator? That it is possible to be perfect in the eyes of the Creator? And would you like to receive a healing of unconditional love from the Creator? If so, say yes. Would you like to know that you are strong, that you are capable, and you are competent? Would you like to know that you are living your purpose right now? Would you like to know that you are love, that you are joy, that you are bliss? And because you are joy, love, and bliss, you bring this everywhere you go. This is the gift that you bring, because this is the gift that you are. If so, say yes. Do I have your permission to ask the Creator to close down any neural pathways and receptors that are no longer necessary or beneficial after the work that we've done today? And to open up any new neural pathways and receptors that will help assist in the integration and the actualization of the work that we've done here today? If so, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like to be a spark of the Creator? What it means to be a spark of the Creator? Through the eyes of the Creator, if so, say yes. Okay. Now I want you all to imagine that you're reaching up and you're grabbing a huge armful of this beautiful unconditional love from the Creator. And now I want you to carry this love with you as you move down through the beautiful bright white light, down through the beautiful pink mist of compassion, down through the beautiful geometric shapes, tones, and colors, down through the golden light of home, down through the dark lights and the bright lights and the dark lights and the bright lights, dropping back down into the universe, into the galaxy, moving through the stars, past that beautiful full moon, down, down, down through the sky, through the atmosphere, dropping back into the crown of your head. Now imagine your energy and all of this beautiful unconditional love with it moving down through your crown, down through your chakra line. Imagine as it moves that it's infusing every cell in your body with this beautiful unconditional love, this beautiful Christ consciousness light. You are the return of Christ consciousness. You are the return of Christ in embodied form. Imagine, feel this energy moving down, down, down through your body, infusing every cell, every fiber of your being, every strand of your DNA. And now imagine this energy moving down, down, down through the different layers of the earth until it reaches the center of the earth. And I want you to offer some of this beautiful unconditional love to the center of the planet. As you connect with her beautiful crystalline energy. And I want you to pull some of this beautiful crystalline energy back up with you, up through your chakra line, up to the top of your head, to your crown. And when you guys are ready, I want you to open your eyes. All right. And everybody just come back whenever you're ready. Just breathe back into your bodies. Feel yourself connected above and below. Thank you, Ty, for your donation. Much appreciated. You are much loved. You are all much loved. Hi, Tanya. Love the emoticons there, Joe. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you so much. You're welcome, Mirakeen. I hope I said that right. If not, absolutely always correct me. For those of you who popped in while we were doing the downloads and the releases, this is going to be uploaded. It usually takes a few minutes after the live's over, but it will be uploaded to YouTube, so you can absolutely check it out. And if you guys did enjoy this, this is sort of the format that we go with when we do the full moon releasing and consciousness raising ceremony, which is typically a Zoom event. But I was doing it for anyone who's just popping on. I wanted to do it live for you guys tonight. Just because this energy has been so powerful, and it's so powerful when we all get together. It's powerful when we all get together over Zoom, but when there's just the added energy of everyone on YouTube, it's gorgeous. And just because it just felt like the thing to do. I've been kind of absent this week, and so I wanted to reconnect with everyone. But we do this every full moon typically on Zoom. I did say it right. Perfect. Now I'll have to remember how I said it. Mirakeen, I think I said. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Oh, you're gorgeous too, Tanya. I love you. I love you all so very, very much. Isha, yes. So active here in the comments. What is not mine falls away after integration. Yeah. Yeah, and it's a natural process, and that's been happening, right? Everything that's not ours has been falling away. Sometimes the mere awareness that it's not ours allows for that process of falling away to begin. And the more we unravel all the layers of conditioning and programming, and the more we center back into our hearts, the more we connect with the truth of who we are, the more we realize that most of what we've been clinging on to wasn't really us and wasn't really ours. And there's such freedom in releasing that and letting that go. So much freedom in that. All right. So for anyone who has your papers still, who did write down the things you want to release, now would be that time. Get out your lighters. I do not have my paper written down, but oh, look at that beautiful rainbow light. I don't know if you guys can see that on your cameras. Oh, look, and then it creates like there's light coming through here too with that little orb. That's cool. It's the little things, really. Set that paper on fire, right? That's that final act of releasing, or shred it up if you're not big on fire. But the transmutational qualities of fire are very powerful, so I really like it with the fire. And then scatter that out your window tonight. Scatter that out under the moon. Feel the release of that. Feel the weight of that releasing. It's already released, right? You already felt it. If you were ready to let it go, it released, it let go. And notice anything that may be coming up over the next few days after those downloads and releases. If there's anywhere where we're resistant, where we're holding on to something, where something within us, it sometimes brings up things within us when we receive those downloads. So pay attention. Pay attention to any of those, somebody called them intrusive thoughts, any of those limiting thoughts or beliefs that may come to the surface. Recognize that that's not your truth, right? And you have the power to release that and let that go. You have the power to shift that. And if you guys want assistance with that, you can always reach out to me. All my contact information is in the description box below. Oh, this is going to be a hard one. Let me see. Oh, wow. I don't even know if I'm going to attempt to pronounce that here. Sayong Ciel. Sayong Ciel. I don't know. That's a rough one there. I feel like Sayong Ciel. Well, whoever you are, however you say that, I see you and I honor you and you are beautiful. Yes, so happy to have you here. I love it. We've got 22 people on right now and 22 likes. So that's 22. But anyone who is just popping on, feel free to hit that like button. It does help get the messages out to more people. French for sun dancer integrated. Ooh, I like it. Can you type out the pronunciation of that in the chat so that we can see how to say it? Soleil dancer. And today is the 22nd. Jamie, you are absolutely right. And I love you. I'm so glad to see you here. Yes, it is the 22nd today. So 222222. I'm loving it. And we know, right, those ones, twos, and zeros, that recoding of the matrix that we've been talking about since 2020, that will be ongoing again and continuing into 2022. I love you so much. You are so beautiful. You're also beautiful. Soleil danser. Soleil danser. Okay. I like it. Yeah. All right. So I hope, hello, Celise. I love you too. I hope everyone's burned their papers. And now what we like to do to close out these ceremonies is we like to do some gratitude. So I want everyone to throw into the chat something that you're grateful for. Gratitude is such a powerful, powerful emotion, right? It's not even, and like we said, it's not an emotion really. It is an action. It is a state of being. And that even came through in the downloads, so that is important tonight. So really remembering that gratitude, taking it back to that place of gratitude. I'm so grateful today to be here with all of you, to be able to share energy with you, to be able to ring in this full moon. I'm grateful for everything that I was able to release this past couple weeks. I'm grateful to be back in my space again, with my space feeling a little more like mine every day. I'm grateful to have a space. I'm grateful to understand that my possessions are simply things. They don't define who I am, right? And I'm grateful for the knowledge that home is in here, and I can take that with me anywhere I go. If you're at home within yourself, you're home anywhere you go. I'm grateful for all the beautiful friends that I have that have supported me. I'm grateful for the chance to be here on this planet right now. The chance to be present for this great awakening, this great remembrance, this great ascension. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for this opportunity, right? This opportunity to be present, this opportunity to be, this opportunity to experience this, right? To make galactic history. This is a big fucking deal, you guys. I don't know if anybody told you, but what we're doing right here on Earth is a big fucking deal. So I'm grateful to be a part of it. I'm grateful to be a part of it. So happy to be here. So lucky to be here. Hi, Shauna. Grateful for all the downloads. Yes. I'm grateful for you. Shawana, not Shauna, Shawana. I like that even better. Fresh food, absolutely. Food is medicine, right? It can be. Grateful for where you're at. Beautiful, Eric. That's the best place we can be when we're grateful for where we're at, right? We've been trained to always think about where we want to be and to not have appreciation for where we're at. So it's so powerful to be grateful for exactly who we are and exactly where we are right now. That's huge. That's huge. Yeah. Anybody else? What are you grateful for? Come on, you guys. I know you guys are grateful for something. I know it. We got 20 people watching right now. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? Are you grateful? I'm grateful for the moon. I'm grateful for astrology, right? For this opportunity to understand ourselves and the energies at play from one perspective. I'm grateful that there are so many perspectives. I'm grateful for my ability to see from different perspectives. I'm grateful for mutability, for adaptability. Yes, Jamie. Yes, that beautiful, beautiful moon. I've heard some really interesting things about the moon lately. I'm not going to lie. I've heard that the moon was artificially created by aliens. I actually heard that the moon was used for mind control for a really long time and for control of the feminine reproductive cycle. A lot of weird stuff. I've also heard that the moon has been sort of reclaimed, and the lower vibratory energies that were once controlling it no longer do. So lots of really fascinating stuff as far as the moon goes. But regardless of what they say about it, I love the moon. I have a special kinship with the moon and her energies. I am a Cancer rising, so that makes sense. I love the beautiful feminine qualities of the moon. Beautiful, Ty. Grateful to feel fulfilled. That is a great feeling. Joe. Grateful for friends and family, psychic insights, crystals and esoteric collection. Yes, I'm so grateful. I have all my crystals are still put away right now. I haven't gotten them back out yet, but I am grateful for my crystals as well. Right? Those beautiful sentient beings that they are. Grateful to the cosmos for divine synchronicity and love. Hell yes. Grateful for your newfound and reclaimed motivation to learn and expand. Let's go. That's right, Jamie. I love it. Celeste, grateful for your family. Beautiful. Yes, we are. That motivation, that activation that we talked about, that Mars conjunct Mercury energy, really marshaling our ability, our power, our mental power, our ability to move forward, to act upon our inspiration, to receive those inspired ideas. Right? And to strategically put that into place with that Virgo energy. For ourselves and for the collective, right? That Aquarian energy is all about the collective, but also the individual, and knowing the individual's place in the collective, right? Aquarius energy is autonomous and sovereign. It is independent, but it also works in collaboration with other autonomous and sovereign beings. Mira Keen, grateful for family. Having a vulnerable and open heart. Yes. Oh my God, that is so huge. That is definitely something to be grateful for. Seeking inner freedom. Yes. You don't have to seek it. It is found. You are free. Yes. Grateful for being able to love and be loved. Yes. Oh, that's huge. That's beautiful. Knowing to move forward without fear. Yes. Or even in the face of fear, right? Every time fear comes up, we surrender it by trusting more deeply. But that fear is going to come up and we move forward anyway. That's what courage means, right? So thank you for bringing that up. And thank you for being courageous. And thank you for moving forward. We need you to do that so much. We need each and every one of us to do that, right? It's so powerful. Oh, this has been such a beautiful live tonight. And we're not going to close sacred space because we set and created that sacred space with our own intention and energy, right? We exuded that around our space. We created that force field of positive energy, allowing in those perfect vibrational energies that are most nourishing for us and instantly transmuting all others. And we're going to keep that going, right? We're going to stay in that sacred space and we're going to know that that sacred space moves with us, right? We're going to know that we are that sacred space. I am a sacred space. I am sacred. I am sacred. I am autonomous. I am sovereign. I am free. Anywhere I am. Anywhere and everywhere. Anytime and every time. Although the only time really is now, right? All right. I'm going to pull a closing card from the Sacred Rebels deck, I think, for you guys. Closing guidance. Oh, that was so beautiful. Did you see how that gently just plopped out there? And so this is the power of attraction. Card number 13. And we know 13 is a highly mystical number. The 13 tones of creation that we work with in the galactic calendar. 13 lunar cycles. 13 is a beautiful feminine number, right? So let's see what this is. Let's see what this has to say. There is so much wonder awaiting you. There are so many beautiful adventures and so much magic yet to be. Can you keep your heart open to what is coming towards you without surrendering, without surrendering your experience of this moment by becoming too future oriented? You see, there is magic in this moment too. There is something arising within you, even out of the depths of your being. In this process, there is a shift in environment, both internal and external. A fertility is being stimulated, and this really is feeling like the reading from yesterday. So if you guys didn't check that out, the daily reading that I did for the 21st, check that out because this is feeling that was very much full moon and Aquarius energy where we're in the warm up for the full moon, really in the energies of it because it's not just, we don't just feel the energy the day of, right? So check out that video if this is resonating for you, what I'm reading right now. This is your time to play with that fertility, to conceive, create, and embark upon the process of transformation with an open heart and mind. You may not know where it is all going to lead. All you need to know is that it will be wonderful and exactly perfectly what is needed. Beyond that, allow the energy of fertile growth and abundance that now flows so naturally and richly within you and around you simply to be. You are a big soul, and with that often comes big dreams. You might worry that you want too much out of life. Perhaps you think that you are only capable of small dreams. If you have drawn the Oracle of Big Bold Vision as well, and I feel like, was that in the reading yesterday? No, I don't think it was, but that's come out semi-recently in a reading. I think it was actually the title of one of the videos. It was, yes. Was it the, I think it was the Lionsgate portal video was titled Big Bold Vision, and that card came out. So those of you who haven't watched the Lionsgate video, you might want to watch that too. The reading that I did. Not the live, but you might want to watch the live too if you enjoyed the meditations. Let's see here. Then this part of the message is highlighted for you. This oracle is guiding you to remember that there are stages of creation. A house cannot be built without the flooring. No matter how beautiful the stained glass windows you plan to instill are, the walls need to be up first. Your big life dreams are a work in progress, just like you. If you have been working on healing something within you, started a new creative project, or just taken on a new job or relationship and feel that although you are getting some results, you are impatient for more, doubt that you can continue or ever find the zone or become proficient in the situation at hand, then this oracle comes as a reinforcement. You are doing well. That which is worthwhile takes time to build. Celebrate each success, even the small ones. You are creating something of worth. Be patient, keep going, and trust. This oracle comes with a special message. You have recently completed a cycle or level of manifestation and are transitioning into a next level of experience. Like a big fish leaving the small pond and feeling like a rather small fish in a bigger pond. There will be some getting used to it time needed as you find your way. This will add to what you have already done and bring valuable expansion to your realization of your abilities, as well as any new relationships and opportunities to help you further on your journey. What you are in the process of creating will benefit from this stage of your process. Whether your creation is simply your sacred life path, a creative work, or an actual child, there is a positive and constructive energy that is unfolding for you now to boost this process and carry you further along the way. Do you dare to dream and to believe in your dream until it manifests, even if naysayers challenge you? Of course you do, sacred rebel. This oracle brings you guidance. You are going to attract whatever is needed to complete your work in progress and bring it to fruition. Did we not do downloads around that? I attracted everything that I need to bring my dreams to fruition. Remain open to receive and trust in the unfolding of your experiences. Do not turn away. All of the necessary elements are coming together. Allow this integration to occur so that you can manifest your dreams. Boom, right there. And then on the bottom of the deck, bring it into form. What is wanting to be created through you? Bring that into form. Utilize, work with this power of attraction, right? Like attracts like, your vibration. We did the timeline meditation, aligning with that perfect timeline, with that highest timeline for your highest evolution. What steps do you need to take to align with that timeline that we stepped into tonight? Can you recognize the opportunities and the blessings that present themselves to aid you in your journey? Can you act upon those? Can you take advantage of those? Remember, every thought that you think, right? We talked about the power of the mind. We talked about moving out of those negative thinking patterns. Every thought that you think attracts something. It affects your vibration, right? So what are we setting into motion with our thoughts, with our words, with our action? What are we calling into being with our vibration? What are we bringing into form? I love it. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Grateful for no. Yep. Keep the sovereign space. That's right. Yes. Magnetic. I like that energy, that energy of magnetism, right? Be magnetic to what it is that you desire. Knowing, of course, that you already have everything you need. I release unfaithful partners, Jora. Yes, absolutely. What you seek is seeking you. What you want wants you. If somebody doesn't want you, let them go. You don't need them. You don't want them. Yeah, that's the old paradigm. We don't play with that energy anymore. We don't chase things, right? We don't chase, we attract. We stand in our sovereignty. We stand in our own energy and our own power. And we naturally draw to us, like Ty said, like a magnet, that which is meant for us. We naturally align with what is meant for us and we let everything else fall away. If I have to chase something, that means it's not meant for me. Right? And all that time that I spend chasing it is just keeping me from the thing that is meant. Right? Yeah, that is relevant. It was perfectly relevant, right? A really great way to tie everything together. Yeah. Yeah. This is a time when we are being magnetically drawn to what is meant for us. Our path, our purpose is becoming clear. All we have to do is walk it. And no, we're not going to know the whole picture right away, right? We know it as we need to. That's part of the faith. That's part of the trust. That's part of the unfoldment of the experience. But just go where you're being drawn, go where you're being led. And know that the power of attraction. Know how to utilize this. Know how to be that which you seek. And watch as everything naturally comes together. What is meant for me will always be for me. But I have to be aligned to it. I have to be aligned with it in order to see it in my physical reality. All right. I love you guys so much. As I said, take that sacred space with you guys. Utilize that. Use that exercise, right? Do that before you go to sleep. Do that before you leave the house. Do different variations of that. Play around with it. Whatever feels right, whatever resonates to you. Hello, Anne. It's not about being attracted to betrayal. It's about, that's an experience that you're having that you created. So why did you create that? Why did you create that? A lot of times we create that due to our belief systems. And it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. I do a modality. Part of the modality is the downloads and the releases that we were doing tonight, but I do one-on-one sessions with that. So if you're interested in digging into that more, and reach out to me. My information's in the description box below. We can set up a theta healing session. But a lot of times we create those experiences based on our belief systems, which are created from our experiences. They're also inherited from our ancestors, from the collective energies. And I mean, even if we break it down in the simplest terms, when we think about something, when we fear something, we really call it into being. We bring it in. Oh, the card's gone. No, I shuffled it, but we bring that into form. What we think about, when we think about what we don't want, the universe doesn't know the difference, and it gives us what we're thinking about, what we focus our attention and our intention on. But as I said, oftentimes it goes much deeper. There are belief systems there. There's stuff that's wanting to be healed. And there's also just karma that we're playing out sometimes too. There's a lot of different possibilities. So reach out to me if you want to go deeper into that. And you want to heal the wounds around that. Betrayal teaches us something. Every experience teaches us something. So what did you want to learn? That's another way to look at it too. What did I want to learn? What have I learned from this? You know, originally, that's how beliefs are created, right? Our mind learns something. We get betrayed and our mind learns people can't be trusted. Our mind learns I'm unworthy. These are just examples. Our mind learns I'm not good enough. Our mind learns, yeah, a big one would be people can't be trusted, right? And then we perpetuate that. But there's a deeper meaning there too. There's a deeper learning. That's like the surface level. That's the surface level, but there's something deeper under that. And that's the stuff we want to uncover. I hope that was helpful. But like I said, reach out to me. My email's in the description box below. You're welcome. I love you. Sending you so much love. Sending you so much love. You know, I think we've all experienced that. I mean, I'd like to meet the person who hasn't. One of the greatest things that I learned that I'm thinking of now, when I was betrayed by people, what I perceived as a betrayal, right? Because it's all about perception. Like the surface thing for me was be careful. Don't be careful who you trust. Use your discernment. But there was an even deeper and more profound lesson there was when I learned forgiveness for some of those people, or for all of those people, really. right? When I learned how to forgive, when I learned how to forgive myself for my lack of discernment, what I perceived as my lack of discernment. And then when I gained the courage to trust again, even though I had been betrayed before, those were all powerful lessons. Yeah. But every experience has so many layers to it, has so much meaning behind it. That's the fun. That's one of the things that's so fun about this Earth game that we're playing here. I love you too, Marikeen. I love you and I love your name. Thank you. Thank you, all of you guys. Wow, we've been on here almost 2 hours, but it's great. It's beautiful. That's usually about how long the full moon ceremony lasts, hour and a half, 2 hours. So, some of you guys got a little taste of that as well. For some who, we had quite a few people on here who don't typically make the Zoom one. So we got to experience that together. So I think that was really beautiful. And as I said, donations are always welcome. The likes, appreciate the likes on this video. People, if you haven't hit that like button yet, give that like button a hit there. Definitely helps the video to get out to as many people as possible. But yeah, it's been so, thank you. It's been beautiful sharing this time in this space with you guys, connecting in with your energy, the power of that. I have so much incredible love for each and every single one of you. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I hope you guys have an incredible full moon. If you have your papers, go scatter those out to the wind. Don't leave those just sitting around your house. You want to really dispose of those. Get that shit out of there, right? We cleared all that out. Yes, yes. Grateful for your discernment. Absolutely. Yep. Discernment is huge. We're being called to act upon our discernment so strongly right now. Right? We have to practice. So much of what we're being presented is untruth, is falsity. And so in order to discern truth, we have to practice that discernment, right? We have to know and understand how to practice discernment. If you would like to know the Creator's definition of discernment, say yes. If you would like to know that you are capable of discernment, that you know how to act upon your discernment, how to trust your discernment and your intuition, and how to live your daily life with discernment, say yes. Okay. And you are so loved and appreciated too. All of you. You beautiful, beautiful souls. Have a lovely night. I always have so much trouble getting off of here with you guys. I just want to stay here and tell you how much I love you, because I really do. I really do. And I hope that you all have people in your lives today that told you how much they loved you. But if you don't, I love you. So just know that every single day, as you move through your day, if you're having a rough day, whatever is going on, you can just sit back and remember, I am loved. Right? I love you. Creator loves you. You love you, right? There's a whole team of angels and ancestors and guides out there that love you. Really, the whole world loves you. It's just some of them forgot. Some of them haven't remembered that yet. They haven't learned how to reconnect. They haven't learned that I am you and you are me, right? They don't know how to see their own worth and their own beauty, so they have trouble seeing it in others. But that's okay. We can see the beauty in ourselves and we can see the beauty in others. We can love them until they learn to love themselves, and we can love each other just the same. Yeah, they forgot. Remember, this is the veil of forgetfulness that we enter when we come to Earth. This is why we call this the Great Remembrance, right? We're awakening. We're remembering. We're awakening to everything that we already knew, but we forgot. Right? That's why when something resonates, when we hear a truth, that spark of resonance is our identification. It's our remembering. Yep. And then it's like we always knew it all along because we did. I could keep going and getting philosophical with you guys, but I am going to end this. But yes, so beautiful. I'll be back. I'm going to try to get the wave spell video done. Maybe I'll get that done tonight and get that out. Getting back into doing the daily readings. All the good things, all the things. Got that 7/7 portal going on, coming up soon. That's going to be huge. Yep. Got what else? What other announcements here for anyone who's still watching, who's interested? Have the astrology course coming up on Synchronicity University. We are still within. We've got a few days left. If you guys want to get in on the choose your own tuition rate, as low as $5 a class. That's for Nadia Shah's Synchronicity University. I'm going to be doing a talk on the 6 axes of the Zodiac, balancing polarities. Got some collaborative stuff coming up with Empath Uprising. And so that's going to be pretty cool. If you haven't checked out his channel, you guys absolutely should. He's so passionate and so fiercely authentic. And he speaks a lot of truth. He speaks a lot of what needs to be heard and really helps people as we do here, right? To really step into their empowerment, to reclaim their sovereignty. So lots of fun, exciting stuff coming up, you guys. And I'm sure more to come. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. And I will see you soon. Mwah.